Good evening, Don. Yeah, Don P. For those folks who actually listened to the suggestions that I gave yesterday and many days before about switching over to YouTube, apparently that shit needs to be done sooner than later. The claim that I received from TikTok was that I'm spreading false information. Don 64, what's up, man? Yeah, the claim is that I was sending misinformation or something because in the video I stated that if Biden's regardless if Biden's numbers are correct or not, Trump would have had the second most votes in history. And then I suggested, well, for my sleuths out there, my investigators, go and Google that. And that was apparently enough for them to suspend the account on the grounds that I was delivering misinformation. I can't fucking believe that. I mean, because I didn't make any direct statement that Biden's votes weren't legitimate or Trump won the election or anything like that. So most likely they have some type of what do you call it, caption control or something like that. Yeah, I certainly do agree, Don, that it's better here on YouTube. However, the audience I have on TikTok has not adopted this platform yet, so I don't have anywhere near the followers. Whereas there was probably 400 people in there. So, like for instance, even my family that's in different cities are now calling me, asking me, "What the hell happened to your account? It just went off the air." So, most of the folks I talk to have not moved over here. I appreciate that, Jeremy, Councilman. Yeah, it is BS. Something. Even being liberal, as I make it clear with the name there, I will say that the more I get into speaking in regards to Trump topics, talking about Trump, talking about MAGA, one of the things I will certainly agree with that comes from conservatives is that the media treats them unfairly. Because the more I start talking about MAGA, hell, I'm getting banned now. Can say any damn thing on here. I used to make videos about racial things and stuff like that. Didn't have a fucking problem. The minute you start talking about Trump or start talking think positively in regards to some conservative aspects, you start getting banned. So if it's one thing that I will give Trump credit for that is hard to deny is that the media is skewed. The media is skewed. I mean, TikTok, like what the fuck? I wasn't expecting that. And I've been banned before, and it was once again it was also for something crazy. And I also then but they had permanently banned me. No, Don, yeah, that's the thing that sucks. I don't know how to gift or how that stuff works. I appreciate the fact that you even tried, but yeah, all the obscene videos I see and you get banned makes no sense. Exactly. Other than me swearing, I'm not releasing any information out that is of any serious detriment. So when they actually ban me on the grounds that I'm spreading misinformation, my guess is they have some type of closed caption or some type of uh, voice to text, and they have certain words that are red flagged, and I probably trigger some shit. I don't believe there's an individual sitting behind the scenes that watched that video and said, "Yeah, he needs to be banned," because it was not that. I mean, I've actually said worse shit on here, so the idea that I got banned behind it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And one of the things I was going to talk about is that I did today, fresh off the press. This is William Barr. His book is out now. I do have it. This is a pretty big one. Apparently, it's a pretty good tell-all. Almost 600 pages of that, but didn't get a chance to get to that because of TikTok and their antics. So I'm actually, by the way, I got banned for a week, so it's not a permanent ban. Last time they gave me a fucking permanent ban. I did appeal it several times and they lifted the ban. Probably it probably finally got to the top of their to-do pile. I would assume that virtually everybody that gets banned probably appeals it. And somebody probably went through my video and listened to it. It was like, there's not shit here. But our censors banned the guy. And that's what I do believe that happened. Don, you're asking, do you think we should bulk up Taiwan and send China a message now before they do what Russia did? You're not going to get that shit from Biden. I think that might be logical, but you're not going to get Biden. Biden is making it clear he is not trying to rock the boat. And to some degree, him being so Man, I'm trying to cut back on the swear words before I get banned on this account. But I would throw the P word, a couple of S's in the middle, ending in Y, because Biden is acting so much like that. Um, these nations that want to make moves probably feel like this is the time, and I mean that's what Trump even stated when he was talking about Taiwan, making or China making a move on Taiwan. I just don't think a former president should be the one to suggest that. But yeah, you're not going to get that. Appreciate that, John Kendall. Yeah, I try to be tolerant as hell. I want to hear opinions from both sides. And yeah, my guess, like I said, is they have some type of voice to text, and it just simply has certain words flagged, and I triggered something. That's the only way I can think. If they actually get a human to go back and listen to that broadcast, which was only what maybe 5-10 minutes, they'll probably be like, "No, this person did not deserve to get banned." I mean, there's so many people on TikTok swearing. That's about all I do, but I try to be quite rational with the listeners, even when when I'm getting the shit insulted out of me. If you're making a decent point and you're in an insult is attached to it, no snowflakes. I'm fine with that. But some folks just throw some shit out there that has no rationale to it. I usually address it for a couple seconds and move on. Like I said, I don't run from any comment at all. There's nothing to run from here. We can hash a dialogue out. But yeah, unfortunately, I would prefer to be here because, like I said, you can see more of me. Like, for instance, the book I want to talk about, I can have it on here. Whereas on TikTok, virtually all of this was off, and this side too. So, but unfortunately, yeah, TikTok had other ideas. I may make a video, another quick video, uh, telling folks to catch me on here tomorrow at 7, see how well that works. I posted a video earlier today that I went in pretty hard on these fools that are using drills to take gasoline out of people's cars. And that video is turning out to be my most watched, most liked video out of all of the videos I posted. And that topic may or may not have come up, but I don't think that had anything to do with the ban. But I was pretty harsh on anybody getting caught using a drill to drain the fuel out of somebody's car. I was like, they have whatever happens to them, happens to them. That's the way I looked at it. But let me see. You're coming. Okay, there was quite a few people insulting you and talking crap during your live just now. Someone probably reported it. Could be done. It could be. Let me see some. I'm gonna actually put my broadcast down here on the laptop because what's happening is when you guys send me a comment on the phone I'm actually talking on, it disappears, but I got my laptop right below the phone and I can read those comments there. I'm still trying to get the gist of YouTube set up, and like I said, because I'm seeing what's happening right now, it makes me want to be a lot more. Let me turn this volume down. Makes me want to be a lot more expeditious in getting this shit over to YouTube. Okay, now I can see all your comments very well. I can't believe you got banned. Yeah, I see that from John. So yeah, I mean, and I appreciate that Jeremy saying you are so rational, very sad. Stay on point. Your dialogue is important. I absolutely appreciate that. It looks like a handful of you guys half came over here. I certainly promoted it, tried to promote the hell out of it in a few previous broadcasts. I should have done it a lot sooner, telling more folks to go over to TikTok. From now on, to YouTube, from now on, when I'm on TikTok, I'm going to tell them, come over here because the motherfuckers tend to ban you for the lamest of stuff. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I still would propose that statement that from what I heard, and I didn't hear this from just a MAGA source or some far right wing source, I was told that Biden got the most votes in history and Trump got the second most votes in history. Why the hell would that be deemed as spreading misinformation? That didn't come from some obscure course or source. That came from the ABCs, the NBCs, the polling, the Quinnipiacs, the Rasmussens. This came from the typical polling site. So that's the only thing I can think of, folks, is that they have some type of voice to text censor out there, because everything I say, obviously technology is far enough along that everything I say can pop up on the screen, closed caption, and all the swear words, everything I'm saying can pop up. And they probably have some language flagged so that if a person triggers this, boom, they can take it off. I suppose if I'm on here saying that COVID is going to in the lives of the entire population. I guess, hopefully that shit don't result in me getting banned from here. But I suppose if you're on spreading some real shit that you have done no research on, that's one thing. But I tend to be one, like I say on the channel all the time, I'm willing to listen to any any information that's provided. All I ask for is proof. If you can provide a logical explanation for the shit you're saying, I have no choice but to give you dips on what you're saying, to actually listen to what you're saying. I can do some additional research on it. But at the end of the day, if what you're saying makes sense, it doesn't matter if you're liberal, conservative, independent, libertarian, whatever the hell you are. If what you're saying makes sense, it should be considered worth listening to. But because the media, a lot of citizens in this country, a lot of politicians are so skewed, if they hear some information from a source they don't like, then they automatically deem the information as incorrect and false. And that's the purpose of me trying to have this channel, is to state that that is bullshit. That's not how we should do things. You should be willing to listen to information coming from both sides, even if the information is coming from a side that's not your own. So we'll see. I mean, but yeah, it really teed me off for the evening. The fact is, a few of you have already seen the video I posted stating that I got banned, and some of you guys came over here, and I do appreciate that. But I absolutely got to get this platform up and running. But just to be clear, TikTok only suspended it for a week. Nevertheless, it's a bullshit week. It shouldn't have happened. But last time they banned me permanently, and I don't even remember what I was saying for that to happen. I think I just simply used the phrase LGBT or something really lame. But it's because they got some kind of talking to text censors that just go crazy. So I mean, there was hundreds of questions in there I didn't get a chance to get to or anything. And see, that's another benefit of TikTok, is that I can leave the broadcast out here once they're over with, so that folks who left comments that I was not able to get to, I can go back through when I'm off air and still respond to you. We can have a dialogue. For instance, a lot of you folks like the Drummond report or Burisma. You may want to state something to me to make a point, but in the middle of the broadcast, I don't have time to go back and research. I don't have time to be researching links and shit while we have an active broadcast. But if you put it in the comments, and I can go back to the video after it's over with, I can check out and follow through on that. And then maybe in the following video, we can chop it up and talk about that. On TikTok, the minute the video is over with, it fucking disappears. It's kind of like Hillary Clinton's emails. On Snapchat, what does she brag about? The minute, my emails disappear or something like that. It's similar to that. So anyway, folks, we've had a very few of you that are watching. I do apologize. Ain't shit I can do about it. Not my fault. Don and some of you folks who did come over here. Hopefully we back. Hopefully, maybe perhaps that the appeal I put in will go through. We'll see. But until then, I encourage you to watch my damn videos that I post. And we got to make it through the bullshit together. So, yeah, I'm going to get up out of here. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. But certainly stay here. John Kendall, not to blow smoke. Definitely the best speaker, and you explain things better than anybody. Thank you for educating. I appreciate that, man. Definitely appreciate that. Take that to heart. And hopefully, like I said, if they lift this fucking useless ass ban, we can get back to doing it. We can get back to hashing shit out. I can get back to talking to my red hats who I have come to know and love throughout the comments. Whether they're good or bad, we talking. So hopefully that will resume shortly. Hopefully less than in a week. But I will be dropping videos on that same TikTok platform, kind of letting you guys know what's going on for those who do watch. I mean, some of those videos, like I said, they get thousands of views. The one I posted today, going in hard on criminals who steal people's gas, that video right now, I think, has gotten 120 some odd thousand views. So it's going to definitely be my most watched video. Okay, folks. Well, as it grows, you need to consider a few moderators. Yeah, let me make this point real quick before I get up out of here. That's a good point, Don, 1964. In regards to moderators, the reason why I haven't, and like I said, it's a good question, but a good point. But let me tell you why I have not appointed moderators. I'm skeptical on appointing moderators because moderators can be just as horrible as TikTok. What if I appoint a moderator that leans left or leans right? Like, what is the girl's name? Honey Girl Sweetie. She's very active in the comments, and I appreciate her being there, appreciate her watching. But she's also liberal. I don't want her moderating and chopping out everybody because she thinks they're racist or she thinks they're a bigot or what. I want to hear those comments. I want a forum where people can speak. I mean, I'm not exactly Parlor, like what Trump was trying to, or Trump's platform. But I do have the same mindset that he has. I want people to be able to speak their damn mind. And I don't want a moderator that starts chopping out shit that I actually believe that should be said. I can listen, when I say no snowflakes, I mean that shit. I can handle a few punches here and there. If a person is saying something that's fucking ridiculous, I can address it and make it clear that everybody knows it's ridiculous. They don't need to be cut out. They don't need to be blocked. So I would have to have a moderator that understands that on my platform, I want you to let a lot of shit get through that you might otherwise block. Because I want these people to be able to speak. I know my audience. I know this audience. I know a mega audience is a pull no punches audience. So this is not, you're not watching, you're not going to be listening to the viewers of Sesame Street. These people are real. These people are passionate about the shit they care about. So yeah, well done. I see you're saying that she's very left and insulting. I do agree that she's left. However, when you put liberals and MAGA together, you have to understand there's going to be insults. That's fine. I'm fine with that. And I don't want to ban anybody because they said something that hurt another person's feelings. I mean, otherwise, we're going right back to the 2020 election. I can take it. But at the same time, like I say all the time, if you say something ridiculous, I'm going to call you out. So let them, let MAGA or let left-wing folks like Honey Girl Sweet, let them say what they got to say. But call him out. If it has no merit to it, like somebody just dropped in the comments, he's ignorant. What the hell does that mean? Tell me what I'm ignorant on. Maybe you can help elaborate and get me up to point on what I need to know. But just simply saying he's ignorant or he's stupid or he's a libtard, that does not progress the dialogue anywhere. That is just a blatant insult that has nothing of no value to it. So that's all I'm simply saying. But yeah, I do not want moderators that are going to start banning people who may actually have legitimate points to say, but they're just not really good at saying them. That's Trump. Trump is like that. He was when you look at what he was doing for the country, a lot of that shit's good. But when you look at how he spoke, it was horrendous. So sometimes a person may be onto something, they may not be really good at orating it. I want them folks here. I don't want them banned. I don't want them taken out by moderators. Only insulting people need to go, not someone who's speaking their mind. Well, Don, here's the problem with that, though. What's an insult to me may not be an insult to you and vice versa. So it becomes an issue of the mind that is determining, I want to know the mind of the person that's determining whether it's insulting or not. And that's what I was just simply saying, like with Honey Girl Sweetie, because she leans left. I don't want her as a moderator removing people that I don't, she may find something to be horrendously insulting. And I might be like, no, that ain't that bad, which is my exact complaint right now with TikTok. They just found my shit insulting and blocked my page. And I'm looking like, seriously? So it just becomes an issue when you start banning people for insulting. I suppose if you really want to go far in the deep end, when you start saying the wrong thing about LGBTs or minorities, but let's just be real. There's a lot of hatred toward Caucasians too, and folks get a pass on that. So, let's be fair. You can't just pretend like only minorities can be victimized by this stuff and just allow, blatant insults of whites and Caucasians. I would call that out on my channel all day, every day. But I don't know if the media or the powers that be behind these platforms would do that. If the person or if the individual or whatever source code or whatever the hell they programmed into it was programmed into it by a left-winging programmer, then chances are you can say whatever the hell you want about a white person, but if you just simply hint something bad about a black person, they would throw you off the platform. So that's all I'm just simply saying. When we leave it up to individuals to decide what's insulting and what's not, their politics can really get in the way of that. Don, I appreciate you said, and you do handle people very well. like I said, I appreciate that. It's all about knowing how to talk to people, or knowing how to, you know, sidestep the folks who ain't worth talking to at all to some degree. What up, Sir Parker? I see you put that in there. Just looking real quick. Have a wonderful night, you too, John Kendall. So yeah, look, folks, not enough folks have moved over here yet because, as you can see, the questions on this side are very slow coming. But on the TikTok side, I can't even get to all those because there's the audience on that side is generally 200 or 300 of us in there. Certainly when I do the lunchtime live, so I do one when I'm having a lunch break around 2 o'clock or something central. I've had as many as 500-600 people in there, and I would say at least 20-30% of them are dropping comments. So that shit's coming in hard and heavy. And I would love to be able to go on in the evening when I get home or something and tackle some of those questions. Like in my videos, I try to go through some of those and respond to them. So can't do that on TikTok. So it definitely looks like moving forward, TikTok will be the platform I'm going to be trying to get away from and come here. So look, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up, man. I do appreciate the few of you who did follow me over here. And I'm going to go and make a video real quick and let folks know on that side. Come over here, 7 p.m. And potentially also on the lunchtime lives. I'm going to start doing them over here too. Hopefully I can get that audience. So we'll see what happens. Good. Yeah, go enjoy your night. See you soon. I enjoy the healthy dialogue. I absolutely do too, Don. And I look forward to hearing from you many, many more nights. We can talk shit and hopefully make some progress. That's the goal. Talk to you later, man. And folks.